Hello and welcome to Low Budget Gaming and welcome to another Steam Winter Sale video. So this time I'm looking at multiplayer games. Now a few people were asking for these games during the stream, so I thought I'll make one because I haven't made one recently. The main reason being the free-to-play multiplayer games have the most players playing the game. The paid ones tend to not do so well, but at the moment we seem to have a bit of a resurgence, and there are plenty of games here that have a healthy player base. I've picked both PvP style games and PvE style games. So PvP will be against other people, PvE will be along with friends, and you're fighting the environment or doing an extraction or something. There are some with like PvE and PvP. So let's get into this. Not a lot of games, but I've picked only the ones with a decent player base. We start off first with Battlefield 5. So your big EA game came out in 2018, World War II themed game, and it's been out for a few years, so it won't be too difficult to run for most people. It's also quite affordable and has a very healthy player base right now. So we have 64,000 people online right now, and the definitive version of the game is only $4, 208 in India, 360 in the UK, 520 in Canada, €4. So yeah, good option if you want a multiplayer PvP game. I haven't played this, so I'm not sure if this has like a VR mode or something, but I doubt it has one. You won't need too many people in a lobby, so it should be quicker to find matches and hopefully well populated. Next is Dead by Daylight. So this is more of your 4v1 type of deal here, and another game that has been out for a while and is very successful, very healthy player numbers. So came out in 2016 and it is on a 65% sale, $287 in India, $7, $7.69 in Canada, €7. You can see here right now it is 40,000, which is again very healthy, because I think you just need 5 people. One is the hunter type and the 4 are running away. So yeah, you don't need too many people in a lobby. You can play with friends, co-op, PvP, both available. Next is SCUM. So SCUM is a sort of more of an MMO, I think. I've seen some streams, but I've still not fully understood what the deal is here. It's more of a survival game. I think you have to team up with friends and do stuff like that. It's been early access for a long time, but has a healthy player base. Every time I see it's well over 20,000. So 27,000 people playing the game. It is 50% off, $9.93 in India, $20, $16.74 in the UK, 26 in Canada, 19.49 in the Eurozone. Also has a lot of content. I often see like new updates coming for the game, guns and characters and skins and stuff like that. Next is Hunt Showdown. So this is a game I have played a little bit. Very atmospheric, very amazing in terms of the audio, the environment, the immersion in this game is fantastic. I think this has probably some of the best looking graphics and audio in any sort of multiplayer game. Now this is more of your extraction type of deal. I think they did add some sort of VR mode. I can't remember. I did play a little bit, but you don't have too many people on the maps. I think 10 people or 20 or something like that. So you can play solo, you can play a co-op. So this is a PvP and a PvE. So you have to kill these monster type creatures, spiders and things like that, and you get something when you kill them. You have to extract with that item while the others are also trying to steal it from you. So it's that kind of deal. It is a good game, but too intense for me. You can see here 28,000 people playing, which is fantastic numbers for a game like this. 525 in India, $14, $12.59 in the UK, $18.19 in Canada, $13.99 in the Eurozone. I wish I could get into this sort of game because this is a good game and something I wish I was like into more, because this does everything that a multiplayer game should. Next is Squad. Now Squad, as far as I remember, is another game which is known for very good audio and very tactical style game. I don't know how good it is now, but it seems to have a decent player number. It's also been out for a while. I think it was in early access for a while, and then it became like got its full release. So I think I've seen this before. You can see here 2016 this was the lowest price, so I'm guessing it was in early access several years. So anyway, this is 50% off, $5.49 in India, not too expensive, $25, £20, 13 Canada, $22.49 in the Eurozone. I just noticed something. It says here It bridges the gap between arcade shooter and military simulation with 100-player battles. Okay, I'm not understanding it. Does this mean it has 100-player battles, or it is between an arcade shooter and a 100-player battle? Either way, it seems to be doing well. If it's a 100-player battle thing, then maybe 15,000 isn't enough, but yeah, it is mostly positive. Everybody seems to like it. Next, we have another Battlefield game. This is Battlefield 2042. The only reason I have this here is because the player number is good, even though the reviews are not good. You can see here mixed. So it has issues, but there's still 20,000 people playing. It's not too expensive, so I wouldn't personally recommend this, but due to the player numbers, I thought I'll mention it just in case. So how much is it? 80% off, 600 in India, $12. Next is Battlefield 1. This I have played and completed it. I completed the campaign. I don't remember playing much of the multiplayer stuff, but this also has some people playing, so 20,000 right now. Again, very good. I think I liked the campaign in this one quite a lot. There's different chapters and stuff, and this is also very cheap. 90% off, $249 in India, $4, $349 in the UK, $549 in Canada, and $4 in the Eurozone. Next, we move on to a PvE game co-op, and this is Deep Rock Galactic, probably the most popular of the co-op style games. So this is, as you can see, co-op PvE FPS. So you are a colony of dwarves and you go mining for resources, and then you have to fight off these giant bug-like creatures, extract whatever minerals you were doing, and then you get out. So yeah, fun game, especially with friends. It's not competitive in that sense, but it is a good multiplayer game and has decent player numbers, 16,000 right now, peak of 18,000. There are max 4 at a time, so again, not an issue with these players. And also I think you can play with bots. I don't remember, I played it a while ago, but I think it's one of those where if you don't have friends, the others are bots with you, or you can go online. So this is again a very affordable game, 67% off, only $230 in India, $989 and $230 in India, $824 in the UK, $1154 in Canada. Next we have Warhammer 40,000 Darktide. Now Darktide is a game I will definitely get at some point because I'm a fan of the studio. The previous games they made were very good. Even this one had performance issues, but the setting and the scale and the scope, everything was very well done. So once it's a bit more optimized and a little cheaper, perhaps I'll be getting into this because I'm a fan of 40k, and this is probably one of the best looking 40k themed games, and it's an FPS. So again, online co-op, right now we have 10,000 people online, which is very good. It's getting better recently, and on a 35% sale it is $14.29, $26, $21.44, $32.49 in Canada, $26 in the Eurozone. I'm hoping it drops below 1,000 so I can pick it up. We'll see. Next we have Sea of Thieves, so a bit more sort of fun pirate themed game now. Of course, this has also been out for a while. It came out in 2018 first, I think, on the Xbox platform, and then it came to Steam. They have had constant updates. When I played it, it was very bare bones, barely anything to do. Now I've seen some recent streams, and there is a lot more content, sort of in-game content as well, with like collabs with other things like Pirates of the Caribbean and stuff like that, Monkey Island, things like that. So this is the one you have to go for. Sea of Thieves 2023 edition, $700 in India, $20, $17.49 in the UK, and $25 in Canada. Almost 11,000 people playing, and I don't know if you can play this solo, but I think you need minimum 2 people, because even the smallest ship would need like 2 people to handle everything. Like one is doing the sailing bit, and the other is mining the cannons and stuff like that. So I think you need at least 2 people. So you'll need a friend or like an online person. Next up is Remnant 2. So I'm a fan of the first Remnant game. It was really good. I played single player and as co-op as well. This is a little different to the other games. This is co-op, but this is a story-based game, Souls-like, and you can play this solo completely as single player, but you can also have a friend along for the entire campaign. So a little different to the others. It's not a multiplayer game as such, but again, it is something you play online with a friend. It's a PvE game in a sense. So this is 40% off, 17.40 in India, $30, 25.19 in the UK, 38.99 in Canada, 30 euros. At the moment, we have 8,000 people playing. Yeah, I don't know if I should have put this here. Like, I debated this, but I thought I'll mention it because it is a good game. Next, we have the ever popular Left 4 Dead 2. So this is your zombie fighting game, the original one, I guess. Co-op FPS, been out for a long time and overwhelmingly positive. Look at the number of reviews here, and very, very cheap, and still has a healthy player number. Look at this, 50,000 people playing right now, and look how much it costs. So 48 rupees only, 99 cents, 85 pence, and 129 in Canada. So yeah, still as popular, still as fun. You can jump in and enjoy with friends. I have played a little bit of it, but I didn't really get into it that much. And I have one more pick here, and again, something I wasn't sure I should put because this is not on sale. However, this is a new game. It is extremely popular right now, and this is one of those games that is hyped right now, and maybe it might die a couple of months later or something. So we have almost 100,000 people online right now. The game is very cheap, so that's why I considered putting it here. $4.80 in India, $10, $8.50 in the UK, $13 in Canada. So yeah, if you are interested, this might be the best time to try it out before the hype dies down. So this is basically, you are in space and you are scavenging for stuff, and it's a bit of horror elements as well. You might get killed, and you basically have some tasks to do, like collect certain items, and you have to pick up these things depending on the value and survive. So it is horror co-op PvP. I have seen streams recently. One of the Apex streamers I watch, he's been playing this, so I kind of liked it. A bit more sort of scary for me, but yeah, it is pretty good. You can see the reviews here. So yeah, this is my final pick. A little more difficult, this one, so I did not have too many games, but I'll be back with some more videos soon, hopefully one more tonight. And then as always, let me know if there's anything specific you want to see, and I'll try and cover them if there is enough demand and enough games on sale.